c'est une impasse.
Ça, c'est une impasse.
Un plan se déroule correct.
You won't believe who I ran into.
Oh, dude, what's up?
Gee. They got us in dorms. All right. This is for college, not even college kids.
No, this is probably like the 12U dorms.
At least they got like full-size
I'd say at
beds.
least they're bigger beds. That's kind of nice.
Can't complain.
Which one you want to?
Check out the bathroom. Standard toilet here, sinks. Standard. And then we got
Mini shower.
the mini shower, bro.
That thing barely shuts.
We made it to Lieven. As you can see, it's not as fire as Belgrade was. But that's just the life we live as shot putters, man. Bed size a little bit better. But other than that, that's pretty much the only thing that this hotel has beat than the ones we stayed in Belgrade. First time in France, excited to be here. This place is pretty cool. I think it's like their soccer training center for like their younger athletes here. About to go check out dinner. I'll just take a couple clips of that. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Chicken with tomato sauce?
Yep.
That video over there, when you go there with your adult kids that like are super addicted to their personality. Push.
Better late than never, Steiner.
You gotta do what you gotta do, too. Are we gonna go back?
Ginger Campbell here.
Amy Turner, Amy Neutron.
Yep.
What an only.
You're telling us.
I'm telling you.
We've definitely thrown it way slower than this.
I think Drake is actually pretty good. What's going on? This is day one in Lieven, France. I'm still on East Coast time right now, but got practice here with Regindra. Glad to be in Lieven, France. We compete in a couple of days. First practice here, me and Regindra. I don't think I ever practiced with Regindra before, so let's get it. Hope y'all enjoy.
Under the body, you can punch and drum as hard as you can. But if you're forward, your instinct will be like, okay.
My free drink, I didn't use it.
Put my head on that pillow.
Oh, there you go.
You're here.
There's a disconnect, bro, yeah.
Here.
I literally rolled off my pinky.
Well, you definitely did not do what I said. You just this the second time. You don't more this way.
No, I feel like I turned. It's just that when I got there, I didn't hold the middle at all to actually feel the fruit
Your
of the
right
back.
foot looked like it was outside the toe.
You got two or one?
I do have two, but this.
Sometimes, bro, you gotta stop trying to be a robot. You know what I mean?
Move how you move, too.
You just gotta go to start the races, man.
Go to the top of the red limiter and see what you got.
All right. Oh. Just got done some throws here at the stadium. Definitely not my ideal day once again, but it was a step in the right direction. Roger Steen's dragging us up to lunch now.
Yes.
But yeah, I'll show you guys what lunch looks like.
And then the sweet view. Don't forget the sweet
Oh
view.
yeah. We're going
Go ahead.
to the upper room.
Yo, so on this side we had a chicken, the pasta, dessert.
Buon appetito.
Bon appetit.
Steen. Bro, plate number 2, huh?
Just got done a training session here in Lieven, France. Just want to have a little quick talk about practice today and the things that I noticed after like reviewing some of my footage and seeing what was going on. So practice was okay. I definitely had a better day in Serbia on Saturday. I was throwing pretty well then. Normally I can't really back up a good day of practice with another good day, no matter how long ago it was. Today's Tuesday and my last good practice was on Saturday, so I didn't really have that much time to recover. But either way, there's some quick things I want to talk about real quick. My technique looked pretty good out the back, looked pretty similar to what my far throws look like. First thing that I noticed is that my shin angle out the back isn't as steep as it normally is. I was pretty much like kind of standing too upright as I'm turning out the back, and that just doesn't help me create that load, that drive off my left foot into the middle. So that pretty much just slows me down and means I'm spinning like a top instead of actually driving towards the direction of the toe board. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is I notice even on my stands and my half turns is that I'm really popping off my right foot super early, and I'm not getting my, I'm not keeping my toe low to the ground. My stand throws are pretty much just popping off my right, and then same thing with half turns. I'm trying to turn into it, and then as soon as I get my left foot down, I just pop off my right foot again. And that's like really, really slowing things down because I'm not able to really drive my right side and my hip and really get that backward C extension into the throw. I noticed that towards the end of practice, maybe at the very end. Yeah, that's a limiting thing for me right now. And it starts with stands, half turns, South Africans. I got to be able to do it there, as in create that linear drive while also staying back over my right so I can keep that right hip and, stay back behind the shot. Those are like the two things: shin angle, drive towards the throw, and then keeping that right hip and driving, keeping that right foot low to the ground on my reverse and keep letting that right hip lead me on my throw. Those guys do it pretty well. I've done it well before, but I just have to re-ingrain those feelings in practice. See y'all later.
All right.
When I feel like some people are forcing the whoa-ha, you know what I mean? One, go. Two, come up. Three, there we go.
Yo. Just got done weights. Feeling pretty good. Those are like some of the best numbers I hit all year. Hit a 130 snatch. I think a 210 bench with a pad, and I'm not even sure how much I hit on the half rack squat, but either way, those numbers are good. I'm up there with, some of my PR strength numbers. So I'm feeling good physically. Just still kind of going back and forth with the technique that I have to execute in the ring. Either way, I'm about to call it for the night. I got a massage coming up at 8. I'll probably show you guys what I'm eating for dinner again. Honestly, that weight room session kind of made up for a lot. Like the training facility here, like this track is crazy. The weight room is exactly what you need for like a thrower or a track athlete. It's really good. So the apartments and the food are okay, but the training and the facilities are A1, so it kind of makes up for it. It's a little bit of a balance there. But either way, I definitely feel like I'm ascending right now. I'm nowhere near what I need to be technically, and I know once I line it up, things are going to fly. For now, I'll see y'all later. See y'all tomorrow. Got a chill day. Might take you guys through some throws and like my technique of me trying to keep that right foot a little bit lower to the ground and maybe having a little bit of a steeper shin angle out the back and just pushing off my right foot a little bit earlier. I'll see y'all later. Welcome back, everybody. It's the day before the competition, Wednesday, February 18th. It is pretty late in the afternoon. Had a very slow day today. About to go grab some lunch soon, and then gonna head to the track after that. I got a surprise for you guys later. Surprise, I won't talk about it now. It's gonna be in a few clips after this, but it's gonna be pretty cool. It's something I'm looking forward to bringing back to the channel as I continue to travel this season. Today I'm going to take some throws with the 14 and then pretty much just hang out, maybe do some stretching afterwards, but not too much today. Got a lot on my mind for my throws right now, so I'm just trying to take it easy and let it all go tomorrow. I'll see y'all Welcome to the first ever 2-minute drill, a 2-minute interview, and today for the first one we have Roger Steen here, Wisconsin Eau Claire legend, D3 guy turned world-class shot putter. What up, Steen?
What's up, Toon? Glad to be here.
So, break it down. How'd you go from a D3 shot putter to a world-class guy, world medal, world lead? What happened, like real quick?
Real quick is I found a great training partner, great training group, and like trusted the program. I mean, Kurt and I have been together now. He's stuck with me now 10 years straight. Wow. So, I mean, it just took a while to kind of break a couple barriers and finally get, just climb the ranks. It just takes time.
Shout out to Kurt, man. He was like one of the first big shot putters that I talked to when I first started throwing post-collegiately in 2018. Great guy, strong as hell. So no wonder why Steen's throwing far. So what was your biggest lesson learned last year? It was a good year, but I'm sure you had a lesson in there.
Yeah, I'd had to learn to compete a little bit better every meet, not just kind of look forward to the bigger ones. Like every meet, just kind of be in the moment and really take advantage of my 6 throws and not overlook the next one. Like, oh, I got to do better at this one than this one. Like every meet is a time to compete and do what we've been doing every day at practice and make it show in the circle rather than a few highlights. Be that consistent and bring that to every meet instead of just a couple.
Yeah. I mean, 6 throws unless you're at the World Shot Put Series where you might take, 30,
17,
35.
20, yeah.
All right, last question here is lesson learned last year. What are you most excited for this year? You already got the world lead, so.
I'd say just competing with everybody. I love throwing to everybody. During the fall, it's a great time to relax and maybe but I miss seeing everybody every single week. It's I get to see my Chuck, Tunde, Joe, Ryan, Rajendra, Peyton, everybody every week and
on the road,
just
man.
get to catch up and see everybody. That's what I
life on the road.
Yes.
Life on the road, man. It takes a certain type of person to really enjoy and make the most out of all these opportunities. Appreciate you, Steen. Far throws this year, bro. Vlog, bro. Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna be famous now.
Leonarda Fabri. That's up.
Day 3 in France has come to an end. Had another throw session today. Threw some 14-pound. I really started to look at my throw a little bit differently. Again, comparing it to what I was doing last summer to now. Had a good conversation with Coach Sarge. He gave me some good insight on what he noticed in the throw too. I showed some screenshots that were shared. That was from Sarge, and he pretty much screenshot every position, throughout my throw and what I'm doing now to what I was doing last summer. One thing that I saw that was pretty drastic was me really pushing left out the back of the ring. Right now, even my setup last year, I felt like I was definitely a lot more over my left, even on the setup. I kind of felt myself pushing into my left leg as I'm winding up. As I'm winding here, I'm still pushing left, along with keeping my chest up so I can stay balanced in. Another thing I noticed is that the shot put, the more I raise up my right leg out the back, the more then I can get down on my left knee. And me being down on my left knee is what creates that drive into the middle. I say all that, but then again, I can't really rush that part of the throw. It has to be on time and balanced. The shot put has to be behind the hip, and I got to be almost running away from the shot put as I'm dropping on my left and getting my right leg kind of out. I looked at some film from 2021 when I threw an outdoor PB of 2168, and that was a big part of my throw back then was me really having that high right leg and dropping down on my left knee. So I know those two things work together, right? And I know I'm not really getting as left as I should be at the start of my throw, and that's also going to help me drop down on my knee. And I'm crashing down and falling forward into my throw. So another thing would be for me to keep my chest up at the start. So pretty much everything is about my left side. Left side and me not being patient enough with my shoulders. And that's something me and Coach Sarge talked about. He said it's you gotta be relaxed and feel tension in the throw, and that's what I'm not feeling. I do it most of my big throws. My first time throwing 22 meters in 2021 in Italy wasn't a tensed up throw. It was really relaxed, patient around the corner, and then my last second, literally as my left foot got down, is when I tried to apply everything into the shot. Right now I just feel it doesn't look like I'm going super fast, but I think that's just because my shoulders are getting so far ahead of me that I don't have time to catch up to it with my legs. So it's kind of making the release a lot faster than it should be. That's something that's also important. So big comp day is tomorrow. Just got to stay relaxed. It's best to compete with a free mind. You don't want to be overthinking things, even though I'm in a weird spot where I'm kind of overthinking everything. This year kind of crept up pretty fast in terms of competing. Didn't think I would be here this early, but hey, I'm out here, and I want to be in the best position I can tomorrow to throw far. Whether that's throwing 21 for the first time this year, throwing 20 meters, I think I'll take that as a W, because I know once I really iron everything out, the shot's going to start going far again. Weight room numbers are there. technique is going to get there. I'm super strong. I know I can get there at some point, so I'll show you guys what competition day looks like tomorrow. We compete at 6:30 at a beautiful stadium. Crowd's going to be there. A bunch of the top guys are here. It's going to be fun. Just hoping I can keep up. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Yo, what's going on? It's competition day. We got about 3 hours until the comp. I think I'm gonna head over to the track in about 15 minutes. Gonna take a good little while warming up, stretching. You know, since we're so close to the facility, we don't have to take any buses over there. Just want to get there a little early and warm the legs up slowly, do some drills. Body's starting to feel the trip a little bit. You know, I've been out in Europe for about 10 days or so. So, I mean, I'm definitely kind of adjusted to the time, but not really. Everything's a little bit expedited. You know, just kind of got to be ready on comp day. So today I took a lot of time to just chill out in the hotel room, get as much rest as possible. You know, it's important to warm up properly and try and avoid any kind of setbacks before USA. So I'm gonna pack up now, head over to the track. You know, yesterday I threw back-to-back days, so they'll make it 3 days of throwing, which a lot of people seem to do, but I'm definitely not used to that. But again, I want to have some extra throws yesterday under my belt just to keep reinforcing technique. I think I have an idea of what I want to execute. So today is all about slow to fast. What normally works for me. Start slow, set up the position, set up the balance out the back, then just attack down the line in the middle. And it should be a better day. So I'm gonna pack up now, get everything situated, then head over to the track in like 15 minutes. I'll see y'all there.
Game time.
It's game day. Champagne. All right. This right here. Anti-doping.
I hope for the best for you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Le 4 mètres du science appliquée, on s'attend à la chambre d'appel.
Hello.
Avec le dossard numéro 9, Charles Lieven. Passer pour rien compter. Parce que nous sommes bien Pilon. En troisième position, premier au bord de Saint-Blanc. Un trio de Paul 48.
Et leur fin de concours, 9h30.
So So who's getting drug tested?
I volunteer.
This is the first time I've ever competed indoors in Europe. I loved it. Thank you so much to the crowd, the organizers. I would definitely buy
This is your best performance this winter, right?
So far. So I'm trying to get better, but this was a great stepping stone for me. I really appreciate it.
Post-comp. Can't be mad. Can't be mad today. Still a consistent day. You know, I could just tell after like the opener in 1993, things were gonna go a little bit better today. My thought process going into it, I think was like pretty spot on. It's always the same thing for me in terms of replicating the feel. I've always been a feel thrower. You know, some people look at me and I don't know, they think I'm just fast and strong. Maybe not even fast, probably just strong. But really what it comes down to is my feel. And me throwing so much heavy in the fall, the 20, the 18 all the time, disrupts my feel. Like sometimes when I throw those a lot, I just think about diving down in the middle, trying to catch it back, and then throwing. You know, these past couple of days, this trip in Europe, I'd say it was a benefit in terms of me trying to get my feel back. I had a tough session out in Serbia after I competed. Still, shot was ahead of the hip. Had a decent session on the second day in Serbia. Definitely was throwing a little bit further than I threw. I mean, a little bit less than I threw today. I think I didn't have a tape measure, but they were going like 20, 30-ish. Definitely my best day of practice all year. And then out here, I really dropped to 16 and threw a lot of 14. And like that just kind of forces you to stay back longer on the shot. So even at the start of the throw, there's two big things that I think about. But I throw the third one in there when the first two are lined up. So the first thing I think about is really reaching left, like getting everything over my left, everything. I'm trying to basically stand up on my left leg alone and almost like square up to the front of the ring with my left side. So it's really gotta exaggerate the feel, reach left. That's one big thing for me. And then two is get the right leg out. Not directly out at the back of the ring, but it's almost like 45 degrees, like another 45. So it's like get the right leg out to like 135 degrees, like fully extend. So, and it has to be a little bit higher too, so you can drop down on that left knee. So I was thinking reach out left, exaggerate reaching left, get the right leg out to like 135 degrees and get it high so you can drop down on your left knee. And then once those two things are lined up, then I add the third, which is to push off your right leg so you can get a little bit more speed. I feel like I did a pretty good job of that in the first three throws. The second two throws, I was kind of gassed. I was trying to go for it, but the finish was, I ended up just rushing everything on the last two throws because I wanted to see myself throw 21 something. Ended up throwing like 19, whatever, but either way, can't be too discouraged by the competition today. It was a great atmosphere. The ring was really slow. Now it's just time for me to go back to the States and then really try to hone in with that 14, get some speed, and feel some longer finishes. Because even though I was decent out the back and that helps me set up the finish, I still need to get the speed with the 14 going, get the speed with the 14 rolling. So once I put all that together, I think it's going to be a pretty good showing at USA's. I'm hoping to get closer to 22, and I think me going back early and having a week to really prepare is going to be an advantage for me. So, all right, Euro trip is over. It's been a great learning experience, kind of getting the ball rolling again, and I'm just looking to improve in this next week to see what I can go, because I've thrown far before. I know how it feels. I know what it takes to get there. For now, I'm about to go hit a workout, you know, so that's one less thing to do when I get back. Get some food. Then I got a bus ride at 4 a.m., so I'm just going to call a video here. And thanks for tuning in. This is part 2 of the Euro Tour in France, Lieven, France. I finished 7th place. Not the place I want to be at, but definitely, since my training's been so slow, it's probably where I was going to end up. Happy with the season's best. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.